What's up guys, YST here and welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today, the most excited that I have been to make a video in a very long time has arrived. The wait has finished. There is no more controversy about this. Is it possible? Is it not possible? Because I am here to tell you that Conellia can now solo Bommal 90 of the Hard Doom Tower by herself. I actually can't believe that's coming out my mouth because a few months ago, I thought this would never be a possibility. Now, what does it come down to? It comes down to a 1-star blessing, which will be needed on Conellia in order for this to happen, which we'll speak about in a second. But I also want to give a huge shout out to Lazy Sniper, who joined my Discord server yesterday and shared with me in DMs that he was actually the first person to ever make this happen. So I will link his video that he did share with me on his YouTube channel in the description below. So go and show him some love in the comments. And he was able to do it in 16 minutes using a 5-star blessing. But the thing that we're speaking about is, will this be possible with a 1-star? Which I'm here to say that it actually 100% is easily possible, which I'm happy to hear. He actually gave me a lot of props in his description as well, so thank you so much. He said, all credit of the original idea goes to YST. If anybody else wants to replicate this comp, be sure to give YST a shout out. I appreciate the love here. And also for you just coming to me and showcasing this before I tried it out for myself. I actually wanted to try with blessings beforehand, but today was the first time that she actually popped up in the shop for me. So very, very lucky on that behalf. So let's get right into it, guys. How does this work? Well, the Frenzy set is something that I did try in the past, alongside every other possibility out there. But the problem was that with other gear sets, we couldn't speed tune it to reach that 10 meter gap. And then with the Frenzy set, we could speed tune it, but we was just taking too much of a smack to survive. So what's making this work here? It's actually a 1-star rare blessing called Carapace. And what this does is, this champion will receive less damage when under stun, freeze, sleep, fear, true fear, and petrification debuffs. And the damage reduction will be by 10% for a 1-star blessing. And this is what is enabling us to survive those hits that we couldn't do beforehand. Because that 10% damage mitigation is astronomical, especially in Bommal 90. Especially when getting hit by the Dread Bombs and Bommal himself. If you want to go check out the 5-star blessing video from Lazy Sniper, where he uses a 5-star blessing for 20%, you'll see there's not too much of a difference. So if you just keep an eye out, get yourself a 1-star blessing from the Altar of Souls, or just get lucky and summon it from a Soul Stone, this is the way that you're going to be able to do it. Now, I don't want you guys in the comment section to be like, oh, can we do it without it? What happens if we up the stats? Believe me, guys, we have tried everything, and Carapace is definitely the most optimal way to make this work. 100%. So let's just quickly go over the gear and the masteries. We'll go into the run and speak about pretty much how it's done. So basically what the Frenzy does is, it does a 10% turn meter increase for every 5% HP lost. Now, when you consider the 40% max HP hit that the Dread Bombs do, not Bommal himself, this actually turns out to be a huge turn meter increase, allowing you to cut in, place another sleep debuff, and allow the other Dread Bomb to proc, and allow you to survive those hits. And also against the boss himself, being able to increase that turn meter, get those sleep debuffs up, and we've got the perfect speed tune here for all of you guys to go and copy and get yourself that Sacred Shard against Bommal 90. So we're going for like speed, HP percent, sustainability. We've gone defense percent on the gloves, HP percent on the chest plate. We've gone speed on the boots. We have then gone HP on the banner here, defense on the amulet, and HP on the ring with some defensive substats here. Now, overall stats, guys, pay close attention because this is optimal, all right? There may be some leeway, kind of, but I wouldn't go much lower than this, honestly, which you will see in the run. So we've got a 73,000 HP. I would say 70,000 baseline, all right? Do not go lower than that because it's not going to work out. I found 73, 75k was just a safe place to sit at. Defense, you want as close to 4,000 as possible. Don't go to 3,000, don't go to 2,000. Make sure you're getting as close to 4k as possible. I'm not sure the exact number that we will need here, but this is definitely the place that you want to sit at for the boss himself in particular. Now, baseline speed, I got away with 217, but Lazy Sniper did 220 on his team. So somewhere around those numbers and fitting in those thresholds is kind of where you want to sit at. So in comparison to previous speed tunes that I did, it was actually way faster than this. But the frenzy set with the turn meter increase is allowing us to drop down to these thresholds. Crit rate, crit damage, resistance, accuracy, do not worry about it, guys, because we're just going to be dealing War Master damage. So that takes us into our next theme, which is going to be the masteries. I don't know why I put resistance here. Go for defense here, guys, with the tough skin. I might have just did it wrong and I don't want to spend 150 gems. So this is defensive tree, heading down to retribution. And War Master is the most important mastery in this tree. Because without this, you're going to exceed the turn limit and you're not going to be able to kill the boss in time. Technically, will it work? Potentially without it. But because there's a 1500 turn limit, you're not going to be able to deal damage by raw damage without this. Because you need to be dealing this max HP hits. So that is the gear, the stats and the masteries and everything that you guys should be building on Conellia in order to make this happen. And good luck to everybody trying to do this and go and get your sacred shards. Let's get into the run. Here we go, guys. So what you want to do here is very, very important, okay? Deliana is attainable for everybody in this game. Granted, you've been logging in since the past few months when she came out as a login champion. Get yourself a HP percent aura. Make sure it's the highest that you've got in your account, right? But I would say don't let them survive too long, because if they survive too long against Bommal himself, there's that potential for Conellia to take a stun. So the most optimal way to do it, and the way that I'm going to show it, is Conellia coming up against the boss herself and just getting through it. You can see we've got no Spirit Haste masteries, so we don't have to worry about optimizing people dying on the waves and all of that tedious stuff. Bring in nukers, bring in people that can die very easily against coroners on wave 2. If they come through against the boss, don't worry about it. As long as Conellia does not take a stun at the boss, you're good to go. So let's get into it, guys. It's pretty much full auto for the waves. Granted, you want to take a bit of control on wave 2, just so you can kind of optimize her HP in case she gets a bit mitigated with her not being in a regeneration set. So coming up against wave 2, I'm going to try my best here for Chagor and Rorik Wormbane and Deliana to actually die against coroners. But as I said, if one of them gets through, completely fine. Just don't bring through super tanky champions, so they're surviving too long against the boss itself. So we're just going to pretty much come through here without an issue. Let's forward it a little bit. This is a pre-recorded run, of course, because I'm not willing to sit here for another 40 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever it takes. So as you see here, people are dying. We're just optimizing our sustainability. We're just going to spam out the A1s of Conellia. And this is a true solo strategy. That's kind of what I wanted to showcase here. I can't believe I'm back here doing Conellia videos once again. It's insane, man. The implementations of Blessing was the curse to do it. So now right here, as you see, full auto, we've got those presets, which I'll show you straight after the run. Now watch here, guys. Sleep wakes you up. All right, this is important. Let me go back a little bit. Very important here. I'm going to try and pause it. So hits go through. Bam. Carapace is happening, as you guys can see. So boom. Right here. So Dread Bomb's going to explode. 40% max HP. We didn't have the sleep up there, right? That's completely fine. But because of the turn meter fill from Frenzy set, allows us to cut through and take a turn before the second Dread Bomb. So now the sleep is up, Carapace is going to proc, allowing us to get some damage mitigation. Boom. And you see here, Carapace actually procced from the Blessing. So we've got a full HP heal from the sleep debuff. And this cycle is going to go on and on and on until the rest of this battle, guys. Carapace, as long as sleep is up, mitigation from the AoE attacks, allowing us to survive those hits from Bommal. Now, some of you guys may be thinking, can we not just survive this without a blessing here? The answer is no, because I've tried this 1,000 times, guys. And if you want to optimize your defense, your HP percent, and all of that good stuff, alongside a frenzy set, the strong hits from Bommal, so I'm not talking about the normal hits, the strong hits, and when he crits, you're going to get wiped out. I've had times where you get to like 60% HP with very good RNG without the blessing, but it's not consistent enough for me to recommend that. Let me just cut through a little bit more here. Not a problem. Go for a little bit more here. Boom. Bombs exploding. And you can see there, guys, this is completely speed tuned. The same thing is happening every time. Hit goes out. Boom. Hit goes out. Boom. Sleep goes up. We're going to get a full heal. Dread Bomb's going to explode. Boom. Sleep. Other one explodes. Back into the sink. Very, very cool. Let's just carry on here. So we're at 1,000 turns nearly. So as you see here, guys, turn limit 1,500. Make sure that you've got War Master Masteries on, or you're going to exceed this limit, and you're going to be there for 15 hours. Coming through here, not a problem. Same cycle, it's not looking tedious at all. Dread Bomb's going to explode. Boom, sleep, explode, kaboom. And that carapace with that sleep there is what's allowing us to survive. I really want to express that as many times as possible. And there we go, guys. So, Conellia, Bommal 90, to all of the haters, the people that was rinsing me in comment sections, we have finally made it work for the hardest stage of the Doom Tower, and she just cracked another code. Let's freaking go, man. I'm so hyped. I was so excited to make this video, man. But look at that. 2.9 million damage, 22 million heals, Bommal 90 in 20 minutes. 558 turns. Crazy. I can't believe we've actually come full circle to actually make this happen. All down to that 1-star blessing. So look out in your Ultra of Souls. Check out in your marketplace. Make sure that you might be able to get a Conellia for one that you've already got maxed up. And she's actually going to be a really cool champion for the Sand new boss, the new dungeon. So she's just found another way to excel in this game. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We're trying to reach 18,000 by the end of the year. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.